안녕하세요. Riding on the Korean wave. Welcome to Wednesday's edition of The Culture Wave. I'm Kwon So-ah in Seoul. Explore with us Korea's culture from all aspects and stay up to date with K-entertainment, K-exhibitions, K-festivals, K-everything. And we're going to do all of that with my co-host Walter Lee in the studio. Hello, Walter.
Hi, Soa, and hello to all our viewers joining us today on The Culture Wave. I'm Walter, here to fill you guys in with the latest in K-entertainment news, so stick around.
And we're also joined by Arirang's News Features reporter An Sung-jin. Welcome, Sung-jin.
Hello, Sung-jin.
Hello guys, happy Friday. Hello to all of our viewers. My name is An Sung-jin and I'm a News Features reporter here at Arirang News.
Sung-jin, I wish it was Friday already, but happy
Did I
Wednesday.
say Friday? Happy Wednesday, guys. A little too early. Happy hump day.
Happy hump day it is. Well, Sung-jin, you're going to bring us an exciting art exhibition today.
That's right. So the exhibition that I'm going to be talking about showcases all these young aspiring artists and their hard work. Now, I got to talk to a couple of them and surely I can say it was touching to see their passion and effort. Give a listen to what these young artists dream of. Hidden artistic talent is now in the spotlight. Here at the 2025 Asian Students and Young Artists Art Festival, more than 500 artists have put up their work. Celebrating its 18th anniversary this year, ASYAAF is Asia's largest festival for young artists. It features contributions from across Asia, including Taiwan, Singapore, and Japan. With more than 1,000 artworks, this exhibition provides a glimpse into the creativity and dedication of these young artists.
I first got to know about this exhibition when I was in college, and back then, I thought one day, I will also showcase my artwork. This is my first ever exhibition, so I've put a lot of effort into it.
For a lot of young new artists, ASYAAF is a stepping stone to a bigger stage to showcase their artwork to the public.
Until now, I've only submitted work as a group, but I wanted to experience the larger world, so I ended up participating in this art fair with the dream of becoming an artist. Still a bit nervous, but I'm so happy that I can display my own work in a space like this.
And it's the vibrant energy and passion that attracts visitors to the exhibition every year.
I'm coming here almost every year with my friend, and I like how I can see a variety of young artists and their artwork.
I started coming here after my friend introduced me. Since these artists are young, I think I get a lot of energy from them, and it's also refreshing to see them.
This year's ASYAAF is being hosted at Kulture Station Seoul 284, the former Seoul Station building, which celebrates its 100th anniversary. The exhibition is divided into 8 different concepts such as departure and arrival, destination and transit, and other themes linked to train travel.
For a lot of these young artists, they're just starting their career. And I think ASYAAF acts as a gateway for these artists. We get attention for nurturing these artists who come out to continue great work.
The exhibition runs until September 7th and not only gives visitors a chance to appreciate the artwork, but also interact with these rising stars of the art world. So why not go and check it out?
Well, I might check it out myself as well. Sung-jin, the exhibition looked quite crowded there, so how was it like?
Indeed, it was bustling. Now, yesterday is when I visited, and as you probably saw through my coverage, it was bustling with people, and it was crowded. But not only that, it was most likely because yesterday was the opening of the second part of the exhibition. Now, what was impressive was that we saw people queue up ahead of the opening hours just to get in there at the earliest opportunity.
Excellent. And Sung-jin, what significance does ASYAAF have exactly?
Right. Great point, Walter. Now, this exhibition is some of the major art festivals in Korea, including Free Seoul, KPop Seoul, and other biennales that are being held across the country. But for me, the reason this stood out the most was because you really get a chance to interact with all these young, aspiring artists. As you may have seen with the interview itself during my coverage, the artists there are very willing to interact with visitors and answer any questions, which I think shows their passion and their love for art. So, if you guys haven't been there, like Soa mentioned, please give it a visit.
Okay, we will. And as you said, you could really feel that passion even through the screen.
Absolutely.
So thank you very much, Sung-jin, for that coverage.
Thank you, Sung-jin.
My pleasure, guys.
Time now for K-Enter with Walter Lee. And Walter, it seems like we just can't get enough of K-Pop Demon Hunters, and today's news is pretty huge.
It is pretty huge. So yes, that's right. I don't know how many more records are left to break for the movie. According to Netflix's official site, Tadam, K-Pop Demon Hunters has reached a total of 236 million views. Now, what does that mean? That means that's become the most watched film of all time on the platform. Wow. Now, the previous record holder was the 2021 action thriller Red Notice. Now, that starred Dwayne Johnson and Ryan Reynolds, which drew around 230.9 million viewers. Now, if you include television, which is obviously a very big thing as well, in that tally, the film ranks third overall behind Squid Game Season 1 and also Wednesday Season 1. Squid Game came up with 260.2 million views and Wednesday Season 1 with 252.1 million views. Now, earlier this week, we mentioned that North America had a movie screenings of K-Pop Demon Hunters, plus they also had sing-alongs. Well, I'm here to tell you that if you are a bad singer, and we did mention that Korea is going to have their own screenings as well, you don't actually have to go outside to sing along because Netflix has also released a special sing-along version of K-Pop Demon Hunters for viewers to enjoy at home.
Wow, that'll give me some opportunity to practice at home.
Indeed it will.
Before I go onto the stage somewhere.
Yes.
But Walter, let's stay on the platform Netflix.
Yes.
You have another movie to talk about.
An exciting movie, I will say. It's called Mantis. Now, Mantis, an exciting action movie, has dropped its official teaser trailer on Wednesday, and boy, does it look great. Now, after a long hiatus, elite assassin Hanul, better known as Mantis, played by Im Siwan, returns to the world of contract killing, only to discover that the head of MK Enterprise, which is a powerful crime syndicate, has been killed. Now, determined to start a new chance with other contract killers, he soon finds himself face to face with old rivals, including Jae, who he has a very big backstory with, that's played by Park Yoo-young, and the retired legendary hitman Dokgo, played by Cho Jin. Now, with the rules of the assassin underworld in shambles, the three are drawn into the ruthless battle for the top spot. Mantis comes out on September 26. It looks amazing. Stay tuned for that.
Sounds exciting. And we're gonna end off with some exciting K-pop news regarding ASYAAF.
ASYAAF, one of my favorites these days. Girl group ASYAAF dropped their fourth mini album, ASYAAF Secret, on Monday. Now, the 6-track record features the song XOXZ or Z alongside Wild Bird, Dear, My Feelings, Gotcha, Beep Beep or Beats, and Midnight Kiss. Now, XOXZ or Z, depending on where you're from, is a term newly coined by ASYAAF, carrying the meaning love you, good night, and see you in my dreams. Now, member Chang Won-young contributed to the lyrics in the collaboration with very famous lyricist So Ji-eun. Now, fellow member Liz also took part in the writing of lyrics of Midnight Kiss. Now, according to ASYAAF's company Starship Entertainment, ASYAAF Secret explores the hidden flow of emotion beneath the glamorous expressions. While staying true to their confident image, ASYAAF also unveils a strikingly unexpected side as well. So make sure you go and listen to that.
We'll do so. And thank you very much, Walter, for those updates, and stick around.
Will do.
Now let's move on to our AI anchor Ari for more culture news. Ari?
Hello and welcome to your AI guide to the latest cultural updates from Korea. Here's our top story. The APAC high-level dialogue on cultural and creative industries kicked off on Tuesday in Gyeongju. The 3-day dialogue, the first APAC ministerial-level meeting on cultural industries, runs through Thursday with the goal of expanding cultural and economic exchanges across the Asia-Pacific. At a welcome dinner, Culture Minister Choi Ryong said the event marks the beginning of joint public-private efforts to strengthen APAC's cultural cooperation, stressing the growth potential of the creative industries. Top Korean entertainment leaders, including JY Park, Chief Creative Officer of JYP Entertainment, were also in attendance. Gyeongbokgung Palace will host the Surakkam Royal Cuisine Experience next month, offering visitors the chance to taste and make traditional palace dishes. Participants can choose between two programs: sampling royal cuisine at the Sojubang, the palace kitchen, or enjoying royal desserts and snacks at the Sengmurbang, where side dishes and confections were once prepared. Visitors can also try making royal dishes and desserts themselves, and take part in traditional Korean games. The event runs from September 17th to 26th, with applications open from today through Ticket Link. A festival celebrating the wonders of nature and the healing charm of fireflies will take place next month in Muju. Mujugun County in Jeollabuk-do Province announced that the 29th Muju Firefly Festival will be held from September 6th to 14th at venues including the Dingnam Stadium and the Namdaecheon Riverside. The festival will feature a diverse range of programs centered on firefly exploration, ecological camps, and various cultural and art events. A multimedia show with music fountains, a starlight bridge countdown, and fireworks is also in store. That's all from me. Stay tuned to the Culture Wave.
For today's K-Correspondent, we head over to New York, where the summer-long K-Culture Festa in New York is wrapping up, showcasing Korea's culture from all aspects. Transcending genres and generations, the lineup of programs featured music, dance, movies, beauty, picture books, and more, allowing New Yorkers and visitors from all around the world to enjoy Korean culture to the fullest. So let's now connect to Hwang Tae-hyun, Program Director of Film and Content at the Korean Cultural Center in New York, to hear more. Hello, Director Hwang.
Hello, Director.
Nice to meet you, Soa and Walter. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for joining us on the program. So, Director Hwang, let's begin with a brief introduction of what the K-Culture Festa in New York is all about.
The K-Culture Fest in New York was a 7-week celebration running from July 11 through August 29 to commemorate of the 80th anniversary of Korea's liberation. Altogether, the festival presented 9 different programs across fields such as K-music, dance, film, beauty, and education. In total, we welcomed around 10,000 attendees who joined us across the various events throughout the summer. It was remarkable to see how the excitement spread across audiences. Each program drew its own crowd, from families with children at the Korean Storytime to thousands of music fans at Lincoln Center. And while most of the programs have already wrapped up, the festival is still continuing with the K-film series till this weekend, with 3 more screenings remaining.
It's pretty exciting to hear how long this festival has been running and also the number of visitors. Now, leading up to such a big K-culture event, how has the Korean wave developed in New York in recent years?
The Korean wave in New York began with K-pop and K-dramas, but in just a few years it moved at lightning speed. Today, it's one of the hippest lifestyle for New Yorkers. Walk through the city, you hear Korean music in stores. You see Korean restaurant in every neighborhood. For trend-savvy New Yorkers, enjoying Korean culture is no longer a fad. It's a definition of being in touch with what's cool and current. So we're no longer in tradition, and I personally think the wave has matured. Even mainstream companies now create content with Korean culture itself. A perfect example is Walter introduced the K-Pop Demon Hunters.
Right.
Global heat, and here in New York, its popularity has nothing short of remarkable.
Yes, and it's great to see, usually when we think of North America and the influence that Korea has had, it started off a lot in the West Coast in California, and there's a lot of Korean population there. And it's great to see now East Coast is seeing a lot of influence and a lot of movement and a lot of Korean culture there that is being growing and growing and growing. And I think New York is obviously one of the best places to see it grow. Now, so how was the response towards this event, in particular that of the young New Yorkers and who have already, they've been used to enjoying this Korean culture?
Yeah, the response from New Yorkers was extremely positive. While people of all ages took part, especially the younger generation brought their strong energy. At K Music concert, young fans sang along in Korean. At the K Beauty pop-up, long lines formed as visitors tried products and shared impression online. And at film screenings, students and young professionals stayed behind for Q&As. They showing their genuine curiosity about Korea's history and culture. So for many, Korean culture wasn't threaded as something foreign. It was part of their lifestyle, as natural as going to a Broadway musical or visiting a museum. That sense of ownership and enthusiasm made the atmosphere truly electric.
Great to hear that positive response there. Now, Director Hwang, one of the trendiest districts in Seoul these days is Hongsu-dong. That's also a hot spot to experience K-beauty. And you just actually mentioned the K-beauty pop-up event was also huge. So tell us about the Seongsu vibe that was felt there at the festival. I actually saw some of my favorite influencers on social media have been at that event as well. So tell us about it.
Yeah, it was a huge. We recreated the Seongsu-dong vibe, Seoul's trendiest culture district, through the Seoul Beauty Metro pop-up, which is part of It's Time for K-Culture series. This series now is in third year and has spotlighted different aspects of Korean culture every year. The 2025 edition focused on K-beauty, with influencer-led sessions, live demonstration, and interactive spaces that gave visitors a direct taste of Seoul street styles. And this event quickly became one of the most talked about corners of the festival, buzzing with energy and engagement throughout its run. And it just ended a few hours ago here in New York City.
Oh, I see. Nice.
Excellent. And I'm glad to see that K-beauty products, K-food is growing, but we can't ignore the fact that, K-pop, K-dance is still the top thing on most people's list when they go to these sort of events, right? It's the biggest performance of all. Most people look forward to it. So the event also featured, obviously, a variety of music and dance performances. Please tell us about those performances and how the audiences responded to it. I'm sure that was what a lot of people were looking forward to. Also, were there any specific criteria when it came to the selection of the lineup?
The centerpiece was K Music Night at Lincoln Center, co-presented with Coca New York and Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts. Over 2,500 people filled the Damrush Park at the Lincoln Center and enjoying performances by the legendary Kim Chang-won Band alongside rising acts like Touch It and Monday Feelings. It was a tremendous success, warmly received by both international visitors and the Korean American community. And also, we also featured a K-swing story, where a Korean swing dance team brought their art to the birthplace of swing, New York. And their dynamic performances captivated the crowd and wasn't even covered on the front page of the New York Times art sections, marking a proud moment of Korean dance abroad. Together, these programs captured our guiding vision, a balance between tradition and innovation, showing Korean arts as its most vibrant.
And now let's shift over to the films at the festival. That's probably your expertise as the program director of film and content. Now, as part of the 80th anniversary of Korea's liberation, there were a number of related movies screened there, such as Haolbin and Dongju, the Portrait of a Poet. So these films may be a little somewhat unfamiliar to many locals. And also, what did the audience think about those movies, especially maybe the second or third generation Korean Americans?
Film was another cornerstone of the festival. Our special series, Beyond Liberation, features a total of 10 films, including power stories like Harbin and Dongju, as well as classic Korean films from the 1940s curated by the Korean Film Archive. For New Yorkers and especially second and third generation Korean Americans, these screenings became more than just film events. They worked as educational resources while also helping to affirm cultural identity and pride. Many viewers shared that the experience gave them a stronger sense of connection to both Korean history and their own heritage. And the response to so far has been extraordinary. Every screening has filled the theater, and with audiences staying afterward to reflect and discuss. And with 3 more screenings scheduled through this weekend, the anticipation is high, and we're excited to see that the momentum continue.
Let's stay on this subject of film because it's also quite impressive that a Korean film was selected as the opening film for the 24th New York Asian Film Festival. I mean, what an achievement, what a great moment for Korean film industries, and I'm sure as a director yourself, that is something that you're very proud of. Could you tell us in your own words or how you felt, the significance as well in just how you felt?
Yeah, right. This year's New York Asian Film Festival once again opened with the Korean film, continuing a streak that has held for the past 2 years as well. That kind of consistency is really, really rare. And it shows just how firmly Korean cinema has secured its place on the international stage. It's no longer about Korean films being discovered abroad. They are now seen as work that can lead a major global festival from day one. For us, it was a proud reminder that Korean cinema has become a benchmark for storytelling and cultural impact worldwide.
All right, and finally, could you share with us any K-culture projects that the Korean Cultural Center in New York is planning and hoping to undertake in the future? And also, we'd like to know whether such a huge scale event like the event that you're currently holding, the K-Culture Festa in New York, can be held on a regular basis, maybe annually.
Yeah, looking to the future, I would love to see the Festa grow into an even broader celebration where different aspects of Korean culture unfold side by side, creating a richer and more immersive experience for New Yorkers. In particular, I hope to include programs that showcase the uniqueness and excellence of Hangul, our one and only our written language, as a way of sharing not just culture, but also identity. As for making K-Culture Fest a regular tradition, I cannot promise it today, but it is certainly my hope. And if the opportunity allows, we will do our best, everything possible to ensure that New York can welcome a festival of this scale year after year.
I mean, we definitely have the demand, it looks like, after hearing from your experience at the festival this time. So really sounds super exciting. We're looking forward to all of the projects coming up. And thank you, Director Hang, for connecting with us today. And we wish you a successful wrap up of the K-Culture Festa in New York this week.
Thank you, Director.
So much.
All right, and thank you, Walter. As always, we're going to have you back here tomorrow again.
Yes.
So see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Thank you for spending the past half an hour with us on the Culture Wave. And please join us again tomorrow on Thursday at 2 p.m. Korea time and maybe one day here in Korea.